that's Nova Scotia College of Pharmacists, is announcing the launch of its new streamlined licensing pathway and recruitment campaign for international pharmacy professionals. So if you're a licensed pharmacy professional in United States, Great Britain, Republic of Ireland, Australia, and New Zealand, then this streamlined pathway is for you to come and practice pharmacy and practice and work as a pharmacist in the province of Nova Scotia without having to do any exams whatsoever. If you're a licensed pharmacist in United States, Great Britain, Republic of Ireland, Australia, and New Zealand, I have amazing news for you because the Nova Scotia College of Pharmacists is literally opening their gates open, literally opening their gates for you to come and practice pharmacy and practice and work as a pharmacist in the province of Nova Scotia without having to do any exams whatsoever. If you're new here, welcome to my channel, and for my returning subscribers, you're welcome. My name is Dr. Adesanya, or you can call me Kemi. On this channel, Healthcare with Kemi, we discuss how to transition into different healthcare categories here in Canada, specifically looking into different pathways that are opening up for healthcare professionals. On this channel, I also talk about trending healthcare topics and all of that good stuff. So if that's something that you're into or something that you want to be informed about, please subscribe and follow the channel, join the family. So without further ado, guys, let's jump right into this I'm going to be reading directly from the Nova Scotia College of Pharmacists website so that you know that, and I'm going to be leaving the link in the description so that you know that this information is directly from the source. Okay, so it says the NSCP, that's Nova Scotia College of Pharmacists, is announcing the launch of its new streamlined licensing pathway and recruitment campaign for international pharmacy professionals. Like other health professions across the country, Nova Scotia is experiencing a critical shortage of pharmacy professionals. To address this, the NSCP has launched a new streamlined licensing pathway for pharmacy professionals from the United States, Great Britain, Republic of Ireland, Australia, and New Zealand. This change significantly reduces the effort of these individuals to be licensed here while ensuring the same high standard. Okay, so basically what they are doing, and now they are going into how they are going to be doing that. So the NSCP is implementing this solution, or why, they're explaining the why. They are implementing this solution so that Nova Scotians can continue to benefit from pharmacists in their community, playing a larger role in meeting their health needs, while also continuing to ensure the quality and safety of care provided. And this is directly from Beverly Zwicker. She is the Nova Scotia College of Pharmacists CEO and Registrar. So into the how they are going to be doing that. So they are going to be the NSCP and the Pharmacy Association of Nova Scotia, known as PANS, PANS, they have jointly launched an international recruitment campaign that includes a microsite. And we're going to be trying to be going through that website. It includes a microsite. And that microsite, I think they call it RxNS. So the Career Navigator is also now available to assist eligible international professionals to find employment. They're going to help you find employment. They're going to help you walk through immigration, and they're going to also give other support. Now, what does this mean? What does all of this lingo mean? But one more thing I have to mention here, because I need to mention the part where they said they are waiving the licensing exam. Okay, so the NSCP used the authority provided by the recently established Provincial Patient Access to Care Act to waive the national licensing exam and internship period for pharmacy professional licensed in these countries. So not just for everybody, just these 5 countries where the education, the licensing process, and the scope of practice are of the same standard as in Canada, right? So basically, but let's talk about what all of this means and how we can go about maximizing our chances if that's something that you are interested in, if you are licensed in any of these countries that have been mentioned. So basically, if you are licensed, not just if you are resident in this country, I must point that out. So if you're a licensed pharmacy professional in United States, Great Britain, Republic of Ireland, Australia, and New Zealand, then this streamlined pathway is for you and it's open for you. And they've already explained the reason why, being that there is a massive shortage, they're noticing a massive shortage in their province, and so they are creating different pathways to let people in. So most likely, with the way this is sounding, this does not have anything to do with express entry or any of that. But what they are saying here, and I'm reading directly from the website now, what they are saying here is that they would help eligible international professionals to find employment, to walk through immigration, and receive other supports. What this sounds like is most likely that this is going to be coming in as, you're going to be coming in likely as through a work visa, because they're helping you to find employment. So through a work visa, which will kind of help in immigration support, if you get what I mean, right? I made a video on this where we talked about, taking advantage of when you get a job offer and coming into the country. So now, what chances does this give you? But before we go into that, let's go into the website and let's see how you can apply for this opportunity if you are eligible. Okay. So link is in the description already, but I'm going to go through it on my phone and I'm going to share a screen recording on the screen as I do that. Okay, so I am on here, which is the RxNS Career Navigator screen, and this is where you're going to start your application.
Are you a pharmacy professional wanting to take your career in a more clinical direction and enjoy the lifestyle you've always wanted? Welcome to Nova Scotia Canada, where you're a valued healthcare provider. We're pioneering new roles for pharmacists and pharmacy technicians. Whatever your preference, there's a place for you in Nova Scotia. With a wide variety of practice settings and opportunities, you can be the pharmacy professional you really want to be. If you're a licensed pharmacist in the United States, Great Britain, Ireland, Australia, or New Zealand, or a licensed pharmacy technician in Great Britain, we've made it easier for you to join us. Step 1. Visit rxns.ca for details. Step 2. Connect with our navigator to learn more. Nova Scotia may just be the prescription you need for a more fulfilling career and life.
So you put in your name. So let's say I'm using Timmy. Excuse me. And let's say I'm using my last name as Ade. You put in your email. Let's say I'm using timmyade@gmail.com. Do you currently hold an active license or registration? And I say, yes, I do. What type of pharmacy practitioner are you? So this lets you know that it's not just pharmacist technicians that are licensed in any of those 5 countries, right? So I picked that I'm a pharmacist. It asks me what country am I licensed in, and you can see the very first thing is it lists the countries that they mentioned: Australia, Great Britain, Ireland, New Zealand, United States. So let's say I'm in Great Britain, and then I submit, and from there you get an inbox. So you get an inbox. So you check your inbox for a message from them on your next steps. Okay, so this is kind of the limits to where I can go because I'm not actually applying, but from there you get your next steps on what you can do, or what you are to do next, right? So let's talk about how you can maximize this, because most likely it does sound like it's going to come in the form of a job offer. And just like you heard directly from the registrar, they are waiving licensing exams. So remember that video I made on steps to becoming a pharmacist in Canada? You are not doing any of that, right? You're not doing any of that. You're not doing evaluating exams. You're not doing qualifying exams. You're not even doing internship. They are waiving everything completely, for you to come into the country, because for you to come into their province, because they need you. But bear in mind that most of these pathways would come with some sort of contract agreements, because they are not just going to give you a, maybe, I don't know, this is me stipulating or just guessing, they're just going to give you a 5 years work permit, and then you come to their province and then you leave, and then you go and start working in Alberta as a pharmacist. You get what I mean? So there would be certain um, there would be certain terms that comes with it. So they may put like a 3 years or a 5 years that you have to keep working in the province, or you have to keep working for that employer. So how can you maximize this to your benefit, right? While you're doing this, you also have to start sorting out your immigration, because if they are bringing you in with a work permit or with a work visa, you want to ensure that you have started looking into transitioning to a permanent resident status. And you already have an advantage because now you have work experience in Canada, right? Now you are licensed to practice in the province in Canada. So you already have things that gives you an advantage. So while you are working and you are having all of those entitlements that comes with having a work visa, work permit, ensure that you are also having your long-term goals of transitioning from that work permit to permanent resident status while you're doing that, such that when your contract is up, you already have your, you have your plan. So that's basically it. I was really excited when I was sad that my country was not there, my lovely country Nigeria. I was really, really sad that my country was not there, but I think they kind of gave their rationale, in the sense that they said that they have assessed the practice, the scope of practice in those countries, and they have found that the scope of pharmacy practice in those countries are equivalent to that in Nigeria. Not necessarily scope of practice, but I think it's more of um, not necessarily scope of practice now, but more of standard of practice. Sorry, standard of practice. I do think, however, that the only exam that you may have to do will probably be the jurisprudence exam, and that is something that everybody does. If I decide to up and leave Alberta today and that I want to go to British Columbia, I would have to do the jurisprudence exam in British Columbia, because that's the only way I'm going to get to know the regulations when it comes to pharmacy practice, the scope when it comes to pharmacy practice. So, and really, jurisprudence exam is like the least of anyone's worries when it comes to exams for international pharmacy graduates. So, I do think that that's one exam that would still have to be done. But to be honest, you could read for your jury exam in one weekend or in 1 week. It's not that hard, to be honest. And you can ask any foreign trained pharmacist. It's not that hard, right? So I think that's the only exam you have to do. But here they are telling you that you're not doing any PBC exams, you're not doing any internship, you're just going through the process, apply, go through the process, follow the steps, and welcome to Canada. If you're any licensed pharmacist in any of these countries. So just to recap, this is for licensed pharmacists, licensed pharmacy technicians in the United States, Great Britain, Republic of Ireland, Australia, and New Zealand. Nova Scotia is calling you guys. Thank you so much, guys, for sticking around. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, if you know anyone anywhere in any of these countries that could benefit from doing this, I mean, if you know someone that is in the UK currently and is already licensed, and maybe the person has not sorted out their what will I call it now? Will I say their status, as it were? This is something that you want to share with them. Um, yeah, so put some questions in the comment section if you have any questions regarding this. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. And remember to always stay informed.